Hello, everyone. Let's see if I can get you on my screen here. There you are. You're coming on.
That is so weird.
Yeah, this is the delay.
No, look at the screen. Oh, never mind. It's because of the chat screen that's teasing me.
All right. Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. We made it on. I had a few technical difficulties that it wanted to give me some trouble, but in my ear, I'm hearing a little echo off of my phone, which I normally run the mic through my phone, but at this point, I'm not. I am going to try that, though. Katy, would you mind talking to them and greeting them? And I am going to work on my...
Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. Hello to Andrea. She says, howdy, Cheri, Katy, and Jack.
Sorry.
Hello to So Magic. Someone's going to have to remind me of what your name is. Hello to Happy. Welcome. Hello, Joe. Welcome. Hello, Dubravka. What y'all been doing this fine Sunday? Let us know in the chat what you've been doing, what you've been working on, or if you've been chilling. Let us know in the chat what you've been doing. I saw some of y'all this morning, and some of you I didn't see this morning. Just how's everybody doing? Can you still hear everything okay?
I can.
Okay.
I'm just going to try to mute my computer and have my...
Okay.
Hey, Tasha. Tasha says, hey, I'm catching up on the day job right now, and you guys are keeping me company.
Yeah.
And Melanie says, Katy and Cheri came over to this. Wait. Melanie says, Katy and Cheri came over to this side.
Yeah, that's a good place to be.
No, I did not know that. I'll go look.
Okay. I'm just going to stay on this. That's okay. Can you hear me, Katy?
Yeah, I hear you just fine.
Okay. Let's see. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't know what's going on. It's my settings I have. So, again, Katy, thanks for welcoming everyone in. And you know what? This is... Huh?
Not a problem.
Okay. This is week 5. We're doing blocks 17 through 20 of Alice's Wonderland. No, I don't need them. So, anyhow, I did a little prep work ahead of time because I know that we've been doing the half square triangles a lot. So I will review and go through it with you, but it'll let you see what's going on here. I'm going to see if I can get my one camera up. Might remove Katy, which I hope not. It did. Sorry, Katy. No, you guys going machine for a little bit, and then that's crazy. Oh well. If it bothers you with this chat being up there like that, I can remove it, but that'll be another problem. Anyway, we're working.
So out of curiosity, do you read the chat when it's on the screen like that?
I have, yeah. What happens is if it's on here, I don't have to. I'll take it off. I will just take it off screen. What happens is that if it shows comments show on screen, then I think that everybody else can read it too. it's actually getting recorded.
Okay. But you can tell Zoom, you can tell your YouTube channel in YouTube Studio when you're setting up your live. You can tell it to save. You can tell it to save the chat.
Yeah. Now I see ya. How you doing?
I'm doing good. What about you?
Good. Let's see. I'm still gonna see if I can get my. I guess I don't know how to run my equipment anymore.
Last time you had it so. I think the way you did it last time was where it was just one screen, and the other two was reduced so that they could see what you were doing.
That's what I would like to do. That's why I ended up being up there on the. Had to go out and come back in. So anyhow, we'll do this for a little bit. How's that? Then we'll go to
yeah, that's fine. Because you're teaching them something, so they need to see what you're doing.
I want to say hello to everyone that's come in and it's participating. I see.
Hey, Joy T. Yep, Joy T came in.
All right. Yeah, and Andrea's in here. What you said, Dubravka. Annette. I know Joe's coming in. Joydy's in here. Hi, Joydy. Annette's in here. And I hope I didn't miss anybody, but I'm sure Katy. Oh, Linda's in here too.
Yep.
Are you able to fix the echo? Yes. Give me a second. I can. So they hear the echo, Katy.
Yeah, I hear it now. It's something. I bet it's your phone.
Do you hear it now?
No.
And you can hear me, Katy?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I went through my, sorry that you had to see my hand there, but I had to raise the volume up. I went through the volume on my phone because it was picking it up. And I thought it was. So I muted my other one. And that's what you see. Oh,
sounds good. Hey, let's see. Does someone else just come in? No, they're still the same in here. Okay.
So anyhow, I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Oh, yeah. Look at my hands. I got right in the way, but I did get the volume and the echo fixed. So we're working today on the wild geese block. Still working in the half square triangles. I want to know how many people are sewing along with us today.
Yeah, how many?
Yeah, go ahead.
How many of you guys are sewing Alice in Wonderland with us?
There's a Happy So Love says that the echo's fixed, which is good. Yep. And welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, I'm going to put this down here so you can see. I got an ink pen I got to show you guys. It says Bob and Chicken Winner. Let's see, which way do I go? It'll show up here in a second. I can't believe how much of a delay there is from the computer to YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube has a 30-second lag.
Oh, Happy says, don't forget to check the corrections for this block. Okay, on mine.
There was corrections?
Well, you know, you can go into AliceCaroline.com and you can get a correction page. But if you have a newer book, it's not coming up. It's.
So what was the correction?
I don't know, because mine was correct. So I think she's just reminding us to look if we need to see if there is a correction. I didn't see any correction for my book at all. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead, put this up here. Remember, we always read our directions and make sure that we know our what to do. And it's always what we're doing is finishing. And we have a finishing size. This one says the seams are 1/4 inch, and they say to press open. Now I have a problem remembering to press open, but they say to press open after each sewing step. So I had I'm doing the cutting, and I cut the white fabric, and I got my other two fabrics cut because there's 2 different colors in here. And this one shows that we're going to start out doing 4 at a time. Okay, and I'm sure you all remember. So I don't like being the only one on here. So this is they're both 4 at a time. 2 of them are 4 at a time, and 1 of them will be 2 at a time. So we're going to do the 4 at a time. And remember, this one we sew around the edges here. So I did pre-sew that one. This one I did not.
Hi, Lori, and Happy. Yeah, remember I got an email from you. I'll take a look. I didn't see any errors in the book, so not that I know of anyway.
Yeah, I didn't. Oh, of course, I have not put this together.
Yeah, there's that problem.
Yeah, I can put that together and it might end up being wrong here. But I had looked before and it seemed like mine didn't have any corrections. I'm just sewing around the perimeter. We, Katy's been working on her blocks for, they call it, what is it, diamond in the square or square in the square?
Yeah, they're calling it diamond in a square, but we all call it square in a square.
Yeah. So later, we're going to end up, I did do a video for the technique that I do that I'll put out. I just want to let everybody know that. And Katy will probably do a video or show on here how she does it with the papers, the foundation papers.
Yeah, I cheated. I used paper because I did not want to do it the usual way with as many of them as there is.
No, Cheri, you gotta be pretty. It's not very forgiving on that.
Yeah, Rita wants to know where we can get the book. You can get it on Amazon. I think I saw it on. Where else did I see? It's cheapest on Amazon, but you can also get it on Fat Quarter Shop. But it's $10 more on Fat Quarter Shop. It's $15 and something on Amazon.
Yeah. I'm just cutting the red X on my squares represents the cutting line that I'm doing. The blue is the stitching line. Just, I guess I should have said that before.
Yeah, I got mine from Amazon too because it was just $15 on Amazon.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go ahead and just take a little bit and press these.
It's called Alice's Wonderland. Hang on. I'll show you the book. Nope, I can't show you the book.
Yeah, I can change this.
It's called Alice's Wonderland Sampler. Hang on, I'll just type it in the chat. You don't change your screen.
It's okay.
Cheri, I'll deal with it this way. I'll just type it in.
They see you. Oh, now we're all 3 on. Cool. It worked. There we go. How's that? That's good. Now see, Katy, now I got you on there.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's a sampler quilt, and it's by Alice Caroline is her name. We looked up before, and there was quite a few places that you could get it. And someone said Walmart at one time, but I don't
know if it was really at Walmart.
You'd have to do the.
Sorry.
Yeah, you'd have to go through their website to get that. Okay, got just a few more. I thought this first one for sure, I wanted to go back through and show you the process. So you knew. So if anybody feels comfortable with our half square triangles that we're doing, you can go ahead and, cut any of the fabric that you wanted to for the previous and for the future blocks if you want. And even if you want to square them down to what size they want to be, it's up to you. You could have a little prep work done if you want, but like I said, that's up to you. So my first fabric, they're saying that it is B4, and I did that. Okay, so I'm going under construction. I did the 4 at a time, and I put right sides together of my background fabric and my color fabric.
Hey, Jessica. Hey, Cindy. Hello, Jaja.
And then I did the 4 half square triangles I got out of that, the way I did it. And so now they want me to trim each half square triangle down, and they'll all be the same. So I got to stand a little bit, if you don't mind, to do this. Yeah, I'm using my one ruler that I messed up with last week, but I'm used to using this. I am going to go back and use the other one because you don't have this ruler. I don't want to use something that you don't have. I had just been showing it, and I was working on this earlier today, so that's why I had this out. So I'll get my other ruler. It's warm in here today. It is in the 70s, and it is have your shorts on.
It's snowing like mad outside.
Wow. Yeah, because Nikolai's coming home.
Yeah, I'm like, figures Mother Nature would start screwing around right before he comes home.
Hopefully not. Did you see if anybody says, okay, Jessica is listening in. Did you see if anybody said that? Okay, Cheri and Katy. Oh, I hope I don't have a problem. She says that Alice's Wonder. Okay. Cheri and Katy, Happy put the correction in above. So I'm going to take a peek here. It says fabric 5 should be.
Oh, it's for it's for the half square triangles.
Good.
4.5 by 4.5.
Oh man. So I hope I'm right. No. Yeah, I will be. Why? I'm just going to make this block up. If I am wrong with the size, I will correct it on my own.
As Cheri, as long as the half square triangles come out to be 2.5.
2.5. They are.
If they're 2.5, don't worry about it.
And Happy, thank you for noticing that and bringing it to our attention. It could have caused some grief for people. But it is true that on go on AliceCaroline.com, and on there, if you go into like her blog or whatever, that area, she has any corrections that may be needed. And she also has the PDF templates that you can print off so that you don't have to print from your book.
Yeah.
I was able to download some but it didn't go to, I don't think it went to Katy correctly. So I am.
No, I could not click on that link. I kept getting an error message.
Yeah. I am trimming mine down, and it is working out to be at 2.5.
Which I need to check and make sure these are 2.5.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they are, but I want to make sure.
See how I have the one at the, and then the two, it goes on over to 2.5. And this is the little line that I'm following, the 45-degree line. So anyhow, we decided, well, we didn't, but I decided, and I want Katy, I hope Katy will do it too. We decided that when we go into doing the square in the square or the triangle diamond, is that what they call it? Diamond in the
They're
square?
calling it a diamond in a square or something like that.
Okay. I did practice mine today, and I ended up recording. I did that so that and I will download it. It's not going to be anything fancy, but I'll download it. So if anybody wants to start on that, they can. But when we get to it, and Katy can do the same thing with her method. And when we get to that, we will be covering it. So if someone does not want to do it ahead of time, they don't have to.
The ones I hope there's not a communication barrier here, but
Okay.
the ones I did have to do with at the very end of the book. You have to make 100 of them things.
Yeah, it's
square to
for
square. That's
yeah.
what I was working on. I did not sew the blocks that we're going to be doing soon.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't explain that very well. The square in the square, they show it in the book, but it's part of the border.
Yeah,
So
the border is completely separate from the. The border is completely separate from all the blocks we're doing together.
Yeah, but there is one block that it does show how to do that. I forgot what page it is.
Well, there's actually I looked at the blocks to see how many blocks there is that you're actually doing a square or square and a diamond or square and a square, whichever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, there's several of them that we're going to be doing.
That technique.
Yeah, that technique.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's probably where I saw it, Katy. Let
me find it, and I'll tell you which blocks they're on, because there is there's one in the center of Lady's Fancy, because there's also flying geese on this one. I think the square and a square comes before the flying geese blocks. So starting with blocks number
30 something, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a bunch of here. They're calling it a diamond in a square. Blocks 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 40. There's a bunch of them. There's at least 10, maybe a lot more.
You don't have to do those.
What I'm working on has to do with the border, not those blocks. I have not made those blocks I just mentioned.
Right, and we will cover those blocks when we get to those. But I just wanted to let you know how to do. I'm going to call it square and square.
Yeah, I think you should show them, so if they want to go ahead and here's a tip. I don't know how many of you are like me, but when you get to an end of a sew along, some of us dislike borders intensely. I know I do. But when you have to make 100 square to squares, that can overwhelm any of us who were, been sewing along and keeping up, and then suddenly you have 100 of these things to do that could take hours to do. I think if you did 20 a week on your own time, outside of the live, you could have them done in 5 weeks, because we're not going to be finishing this in 5 weeks. We finish it in August, right? Or July?
Hopefully June.
June? Yeah, so if you start right now and do 20 a week, you'll have yours ready to go by the time it's time for us to put that border on.
I figured that there'll be some that'll be easier, and what I'm planning on doing too is doing some prep work ahead of time, and then I might be able to slip in an extra block. And I also, with the fact that you can do your like that square and square, do it up as you want. So there'll be some that we'll be doing. I think I need to stop talking.
I didn't when I went. See, I looked at the book originally, and then I got to looking through it, and then I saw that there was that border, and I looked, and I'm like, oh my God, there's 100 of them, and I didn't want to wait till the very end to deal with them, because that's a lot of squares.
How you two doing?
What did John say?
That's John.
Yeah, what did he say?
He asked how we were doing.
We're fine.
I'm fumbling, but
just breathe. You'll be fine. You'll settle. Just breathe and go with it. You're all right. Everything's good. Happy says, I only have 1 through 6 of the main blocks made so far. I'm behind 2 because last week I didn't sew any of them because I was sidetracked. I was doing something else is what it was. Andrea says, I am going to have to wait and see how much fabric I have left, if any. I may have to get more fabric and do not have the dollars right now. I do not want to run out of blocks. What fabric are you
Well, I know what she's talking about, Katy. This is one thing. We don't have a lot of fabric. So you go cutting a lot of fabric that is for the square and the square for the border.
Yeah.
You might be might shorten yourself with fabric.
Because she's using
in doing it. Yeah.
Oh.
So what I am doing is I'm not worried about doing 5 colors of 20 different fabrics. If I want to do 5 of one and 2 of one or 3 of one, I just have to have 100 when I'm done.
Because you got your background, you bought enough yardage for your background, which is the center of that square. The half triangles that go around the square, use your scraps. That's what
I know that it takes. I know that if you had a square, it takes like 11 by 11 inch to get all of them that you would need for that. So I can understand this, so do make sure that you're good, and you can wait till later if you want, but just want to let you know that it's out there. Now what I'm doing is I am cutting and squaring up the one that was the 2 at a time. Okay. So because 4 at a time didn't give me enough, doesn't give you enough blocks for this particular block. So I am trimming down that now. I had it sewn ahead.
I have a feeling that mine was going
to. Okay, and now you are going to have 1 extra.
Hey, Myra.
Put it aside. Put the 1 extra aside. You can use it for another time.
I am having trouble breathing today.
Really? Well, your sinuses was really.
Yeah, this morning I was, oh my God. So I took 2 Benadryl to try to get whatever was, I don't know, I was having some kind of something. Either that or I caught somebody's germs.
Oh,
I hope not. I went to the store. There's always a risk when you go to the store.
okay. Let me show them the block again.
You already sewed it?
No, I'm getting ready to.
'Cause I'm going to sew them too.
This is the block, the layout. So when you lay it out on your sewing machine, your design board, your tray, and this is how it would be. So with your colors, your 2 colors. And we're going to sew it together like we did all our other blocks. And I'll do that. I'm going to move my 3rd row over to the side. Just make sure you don't turn your blocks. So I'm just laying the 2nd block on top of the 1st one. Now I have my machine set for a scant quarter. And I like the quarter, but there is some of them, the blocks that you need to go smaller, like a thread or 2 smaller. Which it shows. It will tell you whether or not to sew it on a scan or not, or regular. It says in the book. So one of those is the block that we was talking about, square and square for the traditional way. So I'm just chain piecing this. This is the 2nd row. This is my 3rd row. Now a lot of people can keep these together and sew the next one. I can to a certain point, but then I feel like it depends on if I have diagonals to match up. Now let's see. We'll sew one. I'm trying to decide, how do I want it to lay? It doesn't really matter because they're all the same kind of block, but you'll have the top and the bottom row going to the left, the middle row going towards the middle, if that makes sense. And you will press these. I'm finger pressing these at this moment. Now I'm going to take my 3rd row, bring it on over, and I'm going to lay it on top of this. Match this up. Yeah, this pattern is, it's not really forgiving. They don't give you a lot of extra fabric to play with. So I'd have to agree to with Andrea to a certain extent that to be careful what you're cutting, that you're not cutting all of your fabric up and not having enough, because borders we can change. Okay, so there we go. But I knew I haven't had enough. Katy knows she has enough.
I'm just using scraps.
Yep, I am basically
the only thing that's not
fat quarters.
The only thing that's not scraps for this right now is the background. The background is yardage, but the rest of this is coming from my scrap pile.
Another thing you can do if you wanted to with this is, since the triangles, you could press the top row all one way, the middle row all one way, and the bottom row.
Yeah, if you want to nest them, it's up to you, the sewer.
Yeah. You just want to be able to nest the seams. So I'm taking it over to press. Oh,
the reason they're having you press it open is because of the bolt.
That's why I'm looking. Again. So they want you to press it open. Well, I didn't.
Myra, what do you need a link to?
She probably wants to know about Alice Caroline.
She's actually doing the sew along with us. Myra, tell me what link you're asking for. This says Myra sews too. She already has the book. Unless this is a different Myra. Is that you, Sissy? Let me know. Because I thought that's who it was Sissy.
No, it would. If it's not, it will be a different one.
Yeah, if it's a different Myra, then I need you to tell me what link you're wanting. There's always a 30-second delay, so we gotta wait for an answer.
Okay, I am pressing my seams open here because the book said, and I don't want to confuse anybody. So you don't have to have them going one way and not.
Okay,
and
Myra,
not-
what
not-
link?
yes.
Okay, Sissy, what link do you? Oh, the corrections. I don't have the link for the corrections.
Tell her just to go on, Myra, go on alicecaroline.com. Then under her blog area, you will end up seeing Alice.
Wasn't it Happy that shared the link in the? Oh, she's not a moderator. Never mind. Am I a moderator in here?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let me go look in my email from Happy and see if I can get it. Hold on a minute. Give me a minute. Let me go check my email.
Well, these seams I did press open. I guess you could have pressed open your diagonal seams too. I'm so used to not doing that I didn't, but I really need to follow what the book says so I don't confuse anybody. Now, if these you've nested these together here.
Let me see. I need to find Happy's email.
Okay, I'm going to put this in and I'm going to put a pin in to make sure. Now, if you're really good, you don't have to put a pin in. You can match your seams. Or brave, should I say. And I'm just, the seams are open, so it's easy. All I have to do, I'm doing this so I can see, is make sure that that is lined up. Andre says she did do this block, which I didn't. I watched her video. I didn't even pay attention that it was hidden, which is good. So she's been doing good with recapping for us.
Okay, I found the link. I'm going to put it in the chat. Hopefully it posts correct. Okay, let me make sure. I'm putting the Myra, I'm putting the link in the chat. Just give me 1 minute. I had to go look for it first. All right, here you go, Myra. Let me make sure that works. Let me click on it. Yeah, it works. I just posted the link to the amendments for the book in the chat right here.
And it will have the printable PDFs for templates when we go to do the English paper piecing. When we
I need to remind me. I need to ask you about the paper and stuff.
I made the list.
Well, I know, but I went on the Black Quarter Shop's website. I can't tell heads or tail of what any of that is.
What? Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'm totally a newbie when it comes to that kind of stuff.
That's okay. I'm going to find, I will look it up to see what weight they suggest. I use a lightweight cardstock for doing the English paper piecing or the templates. You can bend it and, things like that. So.
And do I need special needles? I mean, you've seen what I have for needles for quilting and stuff. Do I need a special kind of needle for that?
A small one.
Like what I use for hand quilting?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll be fine on needles then, because I got plenty of those.
Okay, I'm just sewing my seam. Making sure that that doesn't flip on me. Take my pin out.
Katy, I used the gift card I won from the other night to buy my fusible stuff from the applique for this quilt. It is supposed to be here today. Awesome, Andrea. I'm
That's
glad you were able to
great.
get. Yeah, because she won a gift card. Was it yesterday
saw
or
that.
before yesterday?
I
think
saw
it was
that.
way before. Yeah, because just one won too.
That's where you will need. Yeah, that's one thing you'll need too, Katy, is the fusible. And that. But I wrote a little list so I could tell you what you're going to need. What?
Yeah, because when I read
I
the
can
book,
mention it. I will mention it here in a second because
Okay.
others may want it. If anybody wants to get a piece of paper and a pencil, it might help them. And I am not
when I read the
opening.
book, it don't make no sense. They don't put the supplies at the front of the book for the applique stuff or the EPP.
I can't remember where it's at.
They had everything else listed there but that stuff.
Mm.
And I'm like, excuse me, but I have never done any of those. I have no idea.
There we go. There's the block. Isn't that cute? These are so tiny. They're so cute.
Yeah, I'm hoping to show you mine in a minute if I can ever get caught up.
Okay. That's because I cheated and I did a little bit.
Hi,
ahead.
Melissa.
So you'll trim these down. Any questions about this block?
Jaja says, can you post a list on your community tab? And I think that's a great idea.
Okay, let me see. Happy says that the corrections for this pattern is under amends. Yeah, I had posted it on Discord and different things, but not everybody's on Discord. So
yeah, I haven't been on Discord in 2 weeks, I don't think.
Yeah. So I have this one.
For that.
This was block 17.
Yeah.
Oh, if you have a don't look at my terrible writing. Some of the things that you will want to have is freezer paper, which can come in rolls, which you'll have to order, but it comes in rolls, but you can get it in sheets. It's going to be more expensive, but maybe not because, Katy, for you, because of the container, because I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the size.
Yeah, Joy T. Myra's sissy. Because I knew she was doing this so long too, but she's been in the middle of selling stuff out of her mom's house.
Yeah. This is the freezer paper. And it has the shiny side, and you can you draw on this side, and then
What's
you
the
can
freezer paper for
your templates. I haven't got there yet. I'm getting there. And so you can get freezer paper like this, which is in the kitchen section for others.
We don't have that.
I know you don't. So that's why, and other people may want to do this too. You can get them in sheets. They're in like a sheet that is a paper size, 8.5 by 11. And you can literally print your template when you download your templates off of Alice Caroline website. You can end up printing on these. Okay. Then you have them already printed. You don't have to trace off or anything like that, which we'll go over. But so you can get them both ways. And I think Carol Doak may carry the sheets of freezer paper that's like for the printer. Another thing is Katy, you'll want to make sure you have black ink for your printer so that you can print off your templates.
Yeah, I have black ink. It has both, but I can set it to black and white.
Okay, another is steam. I like to use the fusible to use for fusible applique. I like to use Steam-A-Seam 2 Light. It's called, you get that in a roll or sheets.
Hey, let me show you something, Cheri, because I forgot I had this in the sewing or in the craft room, and we talked about it on a live the other day. Is this the same thing as what you're talking about?
Yes.
I have
Yes,
a
so you don't, yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll work. That's what I'm talking about. And I was going to see what size that they said for the English paper piecing. I like to do a lighter weight cardstock. You'll need cardstock, and you'll need a little bit lighter weight for that. It's bendable, like even if it's the cardstock like you would make a birthday card out of, that'll work. That'd be fine. So it can be an idea on that. Just to let you guys know, a little heads up. Yeah, I just got done completing 17. We're probably confusing everybody by jumping around with the different, different blocks and that, but just to let you guys know ahead of time that some of the supplies you may need.
How many weeks away? How many weeks away are we on the from doing the first? Is it applique we're doing first, or are we doing EPP first?
It's a ways. It's like 50, block 50. So let me see. Happy says there's 100 blocks in that border, and she has. I saw where she said how many she had made so far. 15?
I've made 47, I think, so far. But I've been doing them like in groupings of 20.
See how cute they are?
They're so tiny.
They're so tiny. And you know what I did? This is actually men's shirting.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So if it's cotton or anything like that, you can use that.
Yeah. Like I said, take some scraps to make those half triangles with it goes around that square.
Okay. So that's done. I'm going to get my next block.
Yeah, I've been going through my scrap pile, and I'm making sure there's 2 or 3 blocks that they look like they're the same, but they're actually different.
Ooh, I got to plug my phone in. It says that it's low. I forgot to plug it in.
Be right back. Run outside real quick, says Jaja. I don't know if Myra disappeared. Myra might be gone again.
She's probably on the website.
Or she's on the website, yeah. That's probably what it is.
Block 18 is what's next. And again, it's half square triangles with squares.
We're doing more half square triangles. Tonight is half square triangle night. Just so everyone knows.
You'll need 2 accent fabrics and background squares. You're gonna representing the pink and the blue. We're gonna do a 4 at a time half square method, which again is this. I'll try to get it where we sew around the perimeter of the square, and then we will cut. The red represents the cut line after you've sewn it. You're sewing a 1/4 inch around this. They said you can. So our first part is we'll grab our bigger square, our bigger white one. We should have. I'm looking here. Okay, and then your color one. And it also says you're going to do a 2 at a time. I'm walking 2 at a time. Oh, here it is. So we have the extra block that we need for this block. And that is where you can draw a line down the center And then you sew a 1/4 inch on each side. And I'm just checking here. It says press seams open, which I didn't. I was seeing if they say anything about a scant 1/4 on this one. So the one for a time, you'll get 4 half square triangles, and then the 2 at a time method, you'll get 2. So you can do both. So around the perimeter for your larger square, then you can sew on either side of the diagonal on the other square. And then you can cut it. And I'm going to lay those down so you can see those too. Also, I don't know how well you can see this, but and this is block 18, baby bird. And it looks like a baby bird.
Myra says, hello, Melissa Joy T. I'm that friend. Yep. She's been busy, so I haven't got a chance to talk to her recently.
Yeah, she's moving, huh?
Yeah, they're getting one house emptied out so they can move their house into it. And put their house up for sale and all that kind of goings on.
Well, once you sew these and you cut them, you will square them down under the construction. It says on 3 of the construction, it tells you what size to square these down to. And then it says open up the seams and press. But you see what I do the traditional. It said here on 4, use a scant 1/4 inch, sew the half square triangles and the stock unit. Okay, that's further down the road. So I'm going to move these. I'm going to lay it out. No, I'm looking at the wrong page. I'm not having luck. Okay, here we go. This is the middle. I'm going to lay it out how it would be for the book. It's on page 40 is what we're doing. And I'm just double checking as I go along. I better have a white one here. I don't see it. Well, I'll make one real quick. Okay, so this one goes this way. This one. This way. And this one this way. And I need a square. I think I have one maybe cut. What did I do with that? I'm gonna looking for my extra pieces here. Here it is. It got sideswiped into some other fabric. So there. That's the layout. But double check. It actually makes a flying geese corner block. Then you're doing this like a flying goose down here. And then these. So I will put this aside here. That's okay that you're not behind.
I'm behind.
John's gonna fabric for you. Let me see. You have to wait to see how much fat. Yep. I'm reading the comments. Sorry about that.
No, yeah, they're just talking amongst themselves at the moment.
Okay. Well, if there's any questions, let us know. So I'm going to take this. And again, we're putting the second block over top of the first block. And I want to read this a second. It's saying to use the scant. So just kind of have a little bit of a narrow.
Yeah, I'm ignoring that.
Yeah, having a little bit of narrow. Your blocks might end up being 6, but it doesn't.
As long as I'm consistent, that's all that's matter.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a scant quarter setting on my sewing machine.
Yeah, I can move mine a little bit. I don't like to. I played with mine and got it moved. So my needle.
Yeah, there's a button I push to move my needle to the right, and I'm not messing with any of that.
Yeah. It goes right back to the same setting when you if you hit your straight stitch.
I don't know why the designers felt the need to do a quarter or a scant. I mean, that makes zero sense to me, especially if you're teaching a skill.
Okay, I'm going to open this up. This one's going to go this way. Wait, no, this one's going to go, yeah. The middle one's going to go towards the middle. I'm going to have this one go towards the left. And this one go towards the left. Reason being, this is the middle. This is the flatter fabric. Okay.
By the time I get one block done, you're going to have 2 of them done. I sew too slow.
Well, you can just, no, you can, I kind of did a little prep work ahead of time with some of it. So I'm going to put this together. I want to let you know about this one. When I get down here, I hope you can, yeah, you can see it. See how there's a diagonal here on the last block and there's a diagonal here. We want to get those matching. So I kind of take a peek and look, and I'll put a pin in on the bottom one. Okay, so I'm ready. I think I do not. I got to take these apart. I like to be able to lift them up and get them all nice. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead. I'll sew this. Now remember, you can press your seams open. So when I said I had one going one way and one going the other way, if you press them open, it doesn't matter. But I'm a creature of habit. My habit is I press to one side, to the dark side, or to the side that you're supposed to alternate. Okay, here we go. Take that pin out. Put it there.
Channels. Y'all, is everybody okay?
Thanks,
in the chat? Because the chat's kind of not moving.
They're probably during the time when we're doing this, they watch a lot the times. I'm just saying.
Oh.
I don't know. Okay, so I'm also doing this again, or they're cutting or they're sewing.
Jaja says okay, so that she's there. I'm just making sure there was nothing wrong with the chat.
So you see this, I'll go over and I'll go ahead and press it. And like I said, the book may say press the seams open, which is fine. I press them to the side. Okay. It takes a while to trim down these triangles, though. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's your time-consuming part, I'd say.
I did mine so I didn't have to trim them down.
Did you get with the paper? Do you not have to?
So, this roll. Oh, this is not the roll. Hang on a minute. Let me get the piece of. There's a paper that comes on the rolls.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just double checking here to make sure I have the orientation still, that I sewed it right. I'll sew these together, and then this row will be sewn to this, and it will be done. So this is what I mean by nesting. I nest. I have one seam going one way and one going the other way.
Okay.
I know I show you this every week, but okay.
So how this works is we know that you have to trim those half square triangles down to 2.5. So on the paper, and there's a Fact Floor Shop actually provides a sheet that lists the size square you would cut for paper, the unfinished size of the half square triangle, and the finish. So because you have a 2.5 inch unfinished that you're trimming down to, or you would be trimming to, if you did it by the book, you can get 2-inch finished block triangle paper, which when it finishes will be 2.5. It'll finish as an unfinished 2.5 is what I'm saying. I thought I didn't have any paper that size, and I looked at that roll twice before it registered in my brain. Duh, you have it right here in your hand.
And
Good to see the forest for the trees, you know?
I didn't get that real good. That didn't match up real good there. Let's see, what should I do? So I'm going to show you. You all know anyhow. I could either leave it and say good enough that it won't show, or else I'll just take, oh, you know what happened? This flipped on me, and I bet you that's why it misaligned itself there. I'm just taking a few stitches out around the seam here. Okay, yep, I bet you that's what happened. And then I will look again, because I don't have to take the whole block out, just a little bit of it. And this, I'm going to make sure that it's in the seam again. Okay, it's pretty good. And I'll just go ahead and sew over that again. I only took probably 6 to 8 stitches out, if that.
Joyce says, we're good watching the process. Okay. I just needed y'all to say something so I know it wasn't stuck.
Yep.
Because I discovered this morning that the chat was sticking a little bit.
This still is off. I'm leaving it. After twice, it stays like that. Some not everybody. Others might still try. Nope, I'm done. Okay, so I'm matching this up again.
I do it like baseball. Strike 1, strike 2, and if it strikes out the third time, I'm not going to bother with it again.
Yeah. Well, your fabric just gets distorted after a while too.
Yep, exactly. So, yeah, sometimes you have to just like cut your losses.
Mm-hmm. Melissa's in. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Melissa.
Katie, this is a school building quilt. So by trimming, let me see. By the time we are finished, you will be, you'll be comfortable with everything that we're doing in here because they have us repeated.
Yeah.
So I'm just laying this back down. This doesn't want to.
Ooh, I got block 17 done.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll show it. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
This cord for my phone. I got my arm wrapped around it.
This is hot.
Okay. No, thanks, Jody.
Yeah, you're doing just fine.
Now I'll press these. Take all my pins out, and this block will be done. Other than if I need to trim it down, if I need to. But like I said, I'm going to wait till the end for mine, or halfway through, or something. Let's see. I want to make sure I have it. And this is that block. Baby bird. Try to reorganize my space again. Yeah. Jessica did say that if you have a newer book of this Alice's Wonderland, that the corrections already been made. Most usually the mistakes is made in the first print, and they'll correct it. And that's why mine didn't show up anything. But you know, if you have older one, or you got it a year ago or 2 years ago, you may want to check that and make sure. Okay, I'm just getting my next block ready, but I'll chat a second. Let me see what time I gotta keep track of the time. And I got 2 more blocks to do. Okay. I'm just gonna, this is this block, so I'll put this aside. And
Joy T says she likes the triangle papers too.
yeah, it's fine. You can use those if you want. Myra, did you find it? Uh-oh. Andrea's headache's coming back. She's gonna lay down and listen.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes, I think it's her eyes give her headaches a lot.
It might be the light she's using.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, I don't have my ring light on tonight because I didn't turn it on tonight because of the fact that I have these sinus things going on right now, which is making my face hurt.
Oh yeah.
And which is affecting my eyesight.
You might need to go back to the doctor and then put you on.
Well, I'm waiting on a phone call from her because she's going to see me again at the beginning of March. So I'm just waiting on a phone call telling me when to come in. If I don't hear anything in a week, I'll call them.
It's just that so you don't have to, if your infection's not gone.
I don't think it's gone, to tell you the truth, because I still have weird smells in my nose.
I know you can't get this Katy, but what works really good is they call them an neti pot. You might be able to get it in Denmark, but it's like almost like a syringe to where it rinses your sinuses. You put it up your nose.
Have you ever done that yourself?
I do it all the time. Yeah. And it cleanses all the mucus and all that out.
Oh, okay. Does it hurt?
Nope. Just keep your mouth over the sink. It's salt water is what it is. It's saline solution.
Okay. The other thing is does it affect how you breathe?
It make you breathe better. Your nose will be opened up. All those swollen passages will. It
Nora,
takes. The doctors recommend that. I mean, especially if you get sinus infections or allergies, it helps people with that. So you can get at Walmart. You don't have a Walmart, but for others at Walmart, you can go over in the area by the pharmacy and they have a kit and it's like a bottle. So you can, syringe your nose and it comes with little packets of saline that you put in with warm water. Okay, let's see. Should we go with block 19 maple leaf? It's very similar. I'm gonna put the sewing area up here. Just want to be able to see. Okay. So they do have the thing that's different is this block down here, what we are supposed to do. And so I'll go through it. So let me see what I have. We do the 4 at a time method. I lost my block. There it is.
girl, you're running away with these blocks. I can't even keep up.
I try to fit 4 in the time frame. So I might be able to get 5 today. I don't know.
I hope we're not doing 5 because I didn't cut for the 5th one.
That's okay. You can cut it. There's a lot of people.
I'm already
doing this.
behind enough.
Yeah, that's not cutting. So ahead. Christina. Hi, Christina. I saw
Hi, Christina.
I saw Christina at the expo. She was at QuiltCon. Came in from Sweden.
She lives in the United States, actually. Doesn't
Oh,
she?
I thought that, no, her son does.
Somebody lives. Oh, I'm so confused. One of them lives in the United States but knows all about Denmark.
Okay, she's from Sweden and she's here till March, she said.
Oh, okay.
So
for some reason, I thought she lived in the United States.
So what you want to do is take your first square. Let's see. You're going to need 1 at the larger size and of the background. For cutting, you'll cut. I can't. You'll cut 1. I'm going to say it 4.5. You're going to cut 1 of the others at 2.5, and then you're going to cut 2 more at 2. Okay. So these are like my 2s that I did. And so I have them prepared ahead of time. I'm putting this with it because it's going to go with that. This is my next one. The one that was the bigger size of the white. And then I have the bigger that I did already cut my triangles with. Is it more confusing me cutting? I mean, I want the people in the chat. Now I'll never get this put back together right.
Look at the picture.
No, I was seeing how it was when I. Oh, well. So anyway, I end up with 4. Oh, here. Try putting it the way it's supposed to be. Okay. So I had 1 square like of the white this size, and then I have it in that color. This is the color I decided to go with. So, and I haven't trimmed these down, sewed all right around the edge. So I am going to take a moment and I'll trim those down to the size they're supposed to be. And I'm going to read through here. With this on the construction on page, we are on page 41. It says to use a 1/4 inch seam, followed by the 4 at a time method. And then you will trim, you'll cut the X. Okay. And then you're going to trim them down to the size that they say on part 1. Part 2. Now they said to use a heat erasable pen and ruler to draw a straight line diagonally on both 2-inch squares, which I did. Now I'm not going to go any further than that until I have trimmed my triangles. And I'll put my book on over here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to press these open. This is where if you wanted to, you could press your seams open, like they said. Or you can press to the color. It does make it less bulky if you press it open. And I did go ahead and press this open just so that you could see. And they are flat. What it is when they come together as blocks, there's less bulk.
Yeah, that's what I like about pressing them open.
Mm-hmm.
Less aggravation.
I think I'm just, it's like I said, a creature of habit. I'm so used to.
Well, I've never been able to get them to. My problem was I could never get them to nest, and so one day I tried the open seam way, and they nested like they were supposed to.
Oh,
and
good.
I've been doing it that way ever since. And I have tried since then to do the nesting method, and they never ever come out right. They're always out of alignment. So I quit trying.
Well, you
For
do
now,
what works
I don't know.
for
I
you.
might try again in a year. Who knows? I'm not going to give up on it. It just right now I don't want to do it because I'm learning something right now.
Okay, let me see what I need to. I need to get my 1. I always like to put the 1 up in the corner. And I'm just making sure that I have enough fabric to be able to trim. And I'll do this on all 4 to the size that it says to trim. Let's see, getting there.
I needed to cut another pink one. Dang, I've been like quilt today.
I had to cut extra pieces that I forgot to cut.
Another piece.
Mm-hmm. They want to know where Nora is. Droidy does. She says she's quiet today. Today is my feel like fumbles day, but that happens. We have days like that. So, okay, I'm just lining up again my line, making sure that I have this 45-degree angle going.
This block is going to be pretty.
Yeah, they are. I mean, each one, when you get it together, it kind of surprises you because they're tiny and they're pretty, you know.
Let's make
Okay,
sure I got this right.
just take your time.
Okay, looks like I
Everybody
did.
else is probably either doing the same thing or they're watching. Okay, I got to make sure I have this lined up again. Now they were generous with the 4 at a time with the fabric. Okay, well, I have one more to trim.
So you bought the Liberty or whatever it's called?
Oh no, this is a mixture of. Oh, I bought like 1930s fabric,
Oh, got you.
and because it kind of read that a little bit, and then what I had in my stash too. Nope, couldn't buy this. Couldn't do it. Okay, so get those over there for you to see. I wore black today, so it's gonna really show. Okay, we're on Maple Leaf. I have to remind myself. Block 19. I'm laying. I won't lay these out at this moment because I have to do the other block.
Huh?
I'm kind of talking to myself a little bit, talking myself through this.
Oh, got you.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is the half square.
The floral print is pretty, says Joy T.
Thank you. Okay, these are my little doohickeys. I'm calling these doohickeys. This is the one that let me see. I think it's section 3. Okay, they want you to take your 1 square and they want you to place it here. Remember, we did the erasable or water soluble or whatever you have to be able to mark this. It will be marked on the diagonal corner to corner. If you want to make sure, if you're worried and you want to make sure that things stay in place, this is water soluble school glue. And all I do is I just push down on it and then I'll make sure that I get it lined back up. This is where the scant 1/4 inch can come in handy because you don't want this piece to end up smaller. Let me see, I'm reading here. So slightly to the outside of the drawn line, that would be to the right of the line. Open out and press. Then sew remaining marked squares to the opposite corner. This unit is called the stalk of the leaf. Evenly, we're going to trim it down to the size of these blocks that they end up being, and we'll put it together. So I'm going to show you, but if for some reason you don't have quite, I trimmed the back off of this when I'm done. But if there is a reason that you didn't allow yourself enough room, you can not, how do I say, not trim off the back one, and you'll have enough fabric. Okay, I'm just making sure, I'm just running this along. Hopefully it works good for me. And when you're using light thread, you don't always get to, you're not going to be able to see too well. But I put right sides together. Now that might be more than I needed. But if it is, yes, it is slightly, but I can trim that when it's all said and done. Okay. So I'm just gonna finger press that, and I'm gonna put this back over this way and lay this one going this way.
Whew, I thought I made a mistake. But I didn't. It's just my brain playing tricks.
And I'm just lining this back up as good as I can. The glue just kind of helps it. Whoops. The glue just kind of helps keep it in place as you're moving it around, moving it to the needle. Now I have this little bit of a, right there. I can have this run right along this red line, and then that gives me enough space. It's like 1 or 2 threads. Okay, so there is the little stalk. Okay, now if you want, you can go ahead and press. And if for some reason you're worried that you didn't leave enough fabric, that's where I said that your base fabric is going to be, which is, let me see if I can get it. I can't open it. Oh, it's because I glued it there. Your base fabric is the finished size that we would have this block be. So if you don't cut this away and you've shorted yourself a little bit here on this top one, it will still follow within your 1/4 inch seam allowance, and you'll be good, because you're not going to be off that much. But if you short yourself, then that's one way to do it. And then you can just trim this center one off if you want. Or some people don't even trim at all. But if you like to have half square triangles and sew them, you can use your rotary cutter. You save those little bits. Those are little bits. Okay. And I'm going to look at this, get my ruler out, and I'm going to square it up. And what I'm going to do to make sure that I got it good is, remember that 45-degree angle that I talked about there? That's going to be in this corner to this corner. So I know, and I'm making sure if I have to slide it up, I slid it up just a hair there to be within the area that I need to for the measurement. But I'm still in the middle, and I'm just trimming off that little bit of white. I'm going to turn it, then I'm going to line this back up again.
Your blocks are so pretty. I had to stop and get dinner. We're having waffles and bacon for our dinner. Yum.
Who said that? Oh, yeah.
Linda from Irish Sale Lady.
So I have this part. I did this. So this worked out. So just remember what I had said, that if for some reason this ends up, if you go down, sew down the diagonal and this is too short from to, that you can go by the backing, leave the backing on it, and it'll catch in. You'll just follow your background fabric for your 1/4 inch. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, my mouth is so dry. I think it's. Okay. So I'm going to look at the book here, and standard piecing method, and then you'll trim. So you're going to get your book out. You're going to lay your patterns. You can do the top row, all the top row, or whatever, whatever works for you visually. I'm going to do the top row here and lay it out. Now I'll do the middle row. This is, they call this is maple leaf, but bear claw is very similar to it. And then I'm going to put a solid center, and it wants me to put another solid right here. Okay, then I'm going to look. I got another one of these, so I'm going to make sure I have that where it's supposed to be. And then this. So now what I'm going to do, because we can get kind of maxed up with our half square triangles on which direction they should go. It's just visually, you can play with your mind. So just relook at your book again. And first of all, you can see it doesn't look like the picture, but then make sure these diagonals are going the correct way. And you want to make sure that as you're sewing them, that you don't flip anything. So this one is going to go, see, that's how easy it'd be to flip it in my hand. I'm going to lay that over top of this one again, and then this one. These I press. Now see what's nice? It is nice when it's pressed open to sew these together. You don't have that little hump. Okay. Line these up. And we'll do this one. Now, I've had this laying here in my 3rd row, so always make sure that, that moved. Make sure that it's still in the direction it should be. this is going to be a cute one. Okay, so this is going to go over this way. On top of that, the third block over on the top row. This thing. And it's okay to look at your picture again if you need to, just to make sure. Okay, now you see why I cut things apart, the little thread, connecting thread. I do because I like to really line up. It's just my preference. Okay. I'm gonna do this one. They're talking food.
How's y'all sewing going? Those of you who are sewing these blocks.
Okay. All right. I'm just pressing these, finger pressing at this point, and then I will press them with the iron, and finger pressing just kind of gives it a little memory before I'm let's see. Okay. And you lay it back down the way it should be. And you're going to match your seams or nest your seams, depending on if you press to one side or you opened it up. And how I can tell is see them up right here. Here's the seam and here's the seam. And I can put a pin in, and I can put a pin in this way. That way it stays in place. I don't necessarily have to take the pin out then because it goes over that. Not, before it gets to it. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. So I don't have to pin.
All right. Linda says mine are doing great. I'm a little further in the blocks because I can only sew on the weekends because I still work full time. After sewing all day at work, I don't want to sew but relax. Gotcha.
Okay. Katy's here. She just got done talking. John came in and says, "Where's Katy?" Oh, because I have the screen on so that they can see this view.
Katy's
So
in the ironing station.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run the laundry and I'll pick up something for us to eat.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, now I'm sewing that.
The little one.
Yeah, she don't like that John's gonna be leaving. She's telling him about herself. She's stuck like glue to him. So I'm gonna press these. Whoop. There it is.
All right. Beating. I think I'm gonna do the other one first.
The lady says, okay, that's what you read. My chat's slower. Let's see. Jordy says, beautiful. Thank you.
You're starting the next one already?
No, I'm right. I'm taking a I'm taking a breather here a second. Let me see. This next one is going to be block 20. And that's called the split 9 patch.
That one's kind of a cool block.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever made that.
I don't think I have either.
There's so many variations you can do with the half square triangles. Okay, let's see. Put this over here. Yeah, you can see that they want me to do the 4 at a time and the 2 at a time. So I'm going to do that and square them up, and then I'll explain the block to you. So you guys can take a break, get something to drink, stand up.
Jojo says, I just made a chicken burger for lunch.
That sounds.
And then Jojo says, but I drew my lines on my squares first.
Yeah. That's what I did. Oh, you mean the little ones? No, the little ones, these. Okay, these stays whole. Yeah, that's what I did. I drew the sewing line here. And I'm going around the perimeter. Okay. Ouch. Did you guys see my bracelet? Look at this.
Well, no, it's super cute.
I made this.
Yeah, I knew you had.
Yeah. It was
You
fun.
wore it to quilt con, didn't you?
No, I was going to, but I didn't get it done in time. I finished it up after QuiltCon.
Oh, got you. I thought for some reason I thought you wore it to quilt con.
Yeah. Okay, I am going to.
Did you fill your name tag up with enamel pins and stuff?
I have a couple of them. Yeah, I'm going to show it on Tuesday and show my what we got in the goodie bag, and I got a goodie bag. I guess Zaza did too.
Did they do a scavenger hunt again?
No, not that I knew of.
The one they did in 2024, you got many charms, and I had
Oh yeah,
a load of them.
I did
I
not.
went to every one of them for the scavenger hunt. Yeah, I was having so much fun.
They in the bag they gave you a lot. The vendors gave you a lot of different things, and
Oh, cool.
and that was random whether or not you got that.
Yeah.
Okay, where's my?
I bought a QuiltCon jacket, hoodie jacket. It was pink. Then what color was the hoodie jacket this year?
They had different colors.
Of course they did, because all they offered last time was pink. So I look like this pink person running around town.
This one here, I did not leave enough seam, so I have enough of the in the fabric in the square that I am going back over, make sure that I have a big enough seam. Okay, so that will get yeah, they had a lot of stuff that they sold, but it was kind of expensive too.
I wanted a QuiltCon enamel pin, but I guess that I don't remember who I asked to pick it up, but I don't guess it didn't happen.
I don't know. I didn't think of it. Yeah, they are. Even like some of the vendors,
Mm-hmm.
you know how we passed out stickers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They had they were selling their stickers.
Yeah. I paid for stickers when I went. I also paid for enamel pins. The stickers was
You had to pay for the pins and that.
Yeah. We traded. Now I didn't have enough time to get stickers made for my channel, so I did business card style.
Yeah.
And I gave 100. I think I bought 100 of them things, and I came home with 2.
Wow.
But I also came home with a whole boatload of stickers too.
Okay, I pressed these. I did. Let me see. I'll show something just to give a little. Oh, I just dumped some of my stickers and that. Oh well.
Tasha says, I'm back. Have you found your blocks are measuring 6.5 inches? I've heard some people say you have to do a scant seam allowance to get it right size. Mine's not going to be 6.5 because I'm not doing that scant stuff.
You do. There is times that in the book, the blocks will say scant, and then there will be times it'll just say to do a 1/4 inch. This is my little sticker book I bought.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this was Ian's. I forgot his name. I'll look it up. I'll find it. Mine.
Off Quilter Crafter. For Ian.
Crafter. Off Quilter. Yeah. And Mona's and Caroline Moore. She says, I'm 4,000 people away from having 100,000 subscribers. She was in line.
Wow.
And she says, will anybody subscribe to me? And I went up. I says, yeah, but you can subscribe to me too. She was nice. Zaza, the guy who sews. This was a sticker that Zaza had gotten me from Scotland. This is another one of hers that she had done, the inappropriate quilter. This was one. Wyndham had this. Donnell, I had a sticker from her. Olive Grace is a company that quilt shop that was up in Ohio. I know her personally, so she goes to these. And sew tiles, I had that. This was from AccuQuilt. No regrets. The cheeky quilters I had put in from some of these were like ones I had before. I have the legit kit. Let me see. Life fast, so slow. Leave a great estate sale. That's what this one says.
That's funny.
Yeah. Then someone says, I adulted today. This one, I will not buy any new fabric until I use my fabric stash at home. I said once, and then I laughed and I laughed. Then I bought more fabric. This one says, cut, sew, press, swear, fight, fascism, repeat. And this is from Burned Out Mom. But some of them really had some pretty. Now, there's a blog that is Inappropriate Quilters with the S. She does a blog. She was there. I just got different ones from different. And this was so Becca's.
Cool.
And that. So, and I did get extras that they
Do
gave
you
me.
have any of your stickers left?
Yeah.
Because I want one.
Okay. I thought I sent, but I must have not. So, oh, thank you, Linda. Oh, somebody's having cereal. Jody, are you having cereal? Jody says hers is going really good since she sews in her mind. Mine are Linda says hers is looking great. Oh, wait. How did I get? Let me see further. Okay. We read that one. Cheri said to the scant. Yeah. What you're read the book, and each block will tell you, because I know you got the Liberty fabric and you don't have you won't have a lot left over to
Is that why you think I wondered if that isn't why they did the scant, so that they could save on putting extra fabric in for a regular quarter.
Well, I think
if
it's
that's
because
the case, that's dumb.
It's the size of the block is 6.5. So that's probably what, and we're doing a lot of where they say that it is we're doing a lot of the half square triangles and that too. Okay, this block is block number 20, I believe. I'm going to double check. Yes, and it's called the Split 9 Patch. And it is on page 42.
Tasha Cheri said yes to the scant, and then Tasha says, I'm not wasting it.
So this is what we're working on. I wanted to know, did you mind that I did all of you mind that I have done a little bit of prep work on these triangles instead of waiting? And I mean, I'm showing you like this, and they want you to do 4 at a time and a 2 at a time. So you'll do 2 of these, but I'm not showing you how to sew around this no more. And I'm not showing you how to sew on each side of this. So then I will square these down, but I don't, if you want me to show you, I mean, I will cover it, but if you want me to make sure that you see that step repeated, all steps repeated, I will do that. I will not do this. I just thought it might be a little repetitious for y'all.
Yeah, but there might be one person that just started that hasn't seen that.
I know. I bring that sample block over. So I'm
Yeah.
trimming these down. But yes, if they'd let me know, I'd really appreciate it.
This is going to be a cool little block, I think.
Oh, Jody says, I was going to ask you if you made the bracelet. It's beautiful. Thanks. It's a slow stitch. I like to do it, getting scraps and stuff like that and doing it. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Wow.
She says it's okay if I do a little bit, ahead. I will always cover the steps. So now I'm going to put my one up towards the top, 45-degree angle. Now all these blocks,
Hi, Regina.
piece blocks are done the same, are trimmed down to the same size. Who came in?
Regina did.
Hi, Regina. Okay. Now, Lacey May.
She's like, but mommy.
She's in here. She most usually doesn't get vocal, but see, when John goes, she gets vocal because she's his sidekick. She's got him wrapped. He does anything for her.
This like come Tuesday, I will be chopped liver.
Yeah. Oh, one
Mommy,
way it gives you a break.
Daddy's gonna be home.
How's the weather right where he's at? Is he getting the snow?
I don't know if they're getting. I haven't talked to him tonight yet.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Did you say that Thomas was coming for a visit?
No.
No.
What I said was that we're going to do a 3-way live. Well, he's going to join me on a live with Nikolai, and they're going to do a Lego challenge together.
That's cool. I'd like to meet your family.
And that'll help Thomas get his feet wet doing lives when it relates to something. Because he wants to learn how to do lives with gaming, but he wants to learn how to navigate all the stuff with YouTube first.
Cool.
So I told him, I said, well, just come on. And he has a box of Legos he hasn't opened yet. So I think it's a good time for them to do Legos together while he learns how to do the live.
That's wonderful. And it also gives him some.
Maybe we'll get to see Legos too. I really don't see nothing wrong with him being on a live, but at the same time, I kind of sort of do.
Well, because of his age.
Yeah, because of his age.
Yeah, you kind of got to protect him.
Somebody will make some nasty little remark.
Yeah, they're not nice people out there.
No, they're not.
I'm just laying this block out again, like the book shows. Looking at the picture. I tried to get what I did with my fabrics, if I could. I tried to, at least with the color tones, to get the color tones like or the colors that they had, so that when I'm sewing this, it doesn't look as too confusing there. So I'm gonna look at this. This reminds me of a clothespin, the center. So block 20 split 9 patch is on page 42, and you'll follow the remember to read all through your instructions, because there could be something that is odd. If you notice my book, what I'm doing, doesn't mean that you have to, but it actually helps me visually. I don't know if this is, I highlight. I've been highlighting, and this is actually a friction highlighter, so it can press off. So I'm not making a permanent mark on it. I was doing little pencil marks underneath so I could visually see things, but yeah, I do that. So I highlight the points that I know that I want to see. Like I highlight the fabric and the size that they want me to cut and how many in the cutting directions. In the construction, if it's 4 at a time, I highlight that. If it's 2 at a time, I highlight that in the size that they want me to make it, and then what they want me to trim it to. And then I look down here, and this one says to do a scant 1/4 inch, and then standard piecing. And then it tells you what size the block is. Now, one thing on this book that's goofy as can be for me, their arrows doesn't make sense. A lot of times it's like, if you look at the arrows, a lot of times they'll do that the way they want you to press. But if you look at their arrows, they want you to press. Oh, you know why? They press seams open. That's why. That's what it is. And then that's it. Yeah. So anyhow, oh. I'll just lay this out here again. Okay. I'm going to do this over top again. Now, if you can get this tape, it is nice to mark your 1/4 inch, and then it's easier to fudge your seam if you need to a scant. Oh, now I picked up 2 of these, so I need to make sure. Okay, this goes over this way, and this one has 2 diagonals. Okay, now remember what I said you can do so you don't get it all messed up. I just remembered you can put a pin here. This lets you know that that's the seam side, the side you sew. And then I just match this up like this, my diagonals. Put my finger there. I'll put a pin in the seam going. And I'll show you the way. This way I don't have it's not going to run into my thread path. This one I'll take out. So this tells me to sew it this way because I put this pin up here. It's just my little thing that I do as a reminder for myself. Because when we're doing these like this, you can turn them, you can flip them. No, see, I didn't have to remove that pin because it was away from the stitch line. Open this up. and open this up. Okay. Now this one here, I am again going to clip my threads apart because it's just how I feel comfortable with being able to bring that block up to me. We're going to have two diagonals together again. So now you can either, since you're doing the diagonal first, you can either put a pin here if you want, or a clip, and then match this up here. Well, that's a crooked pin. Put this in here. Okay. I'm going to put this in over this way. And I don't feel I have to pin this and sew. But you do what you're comfortable with. If you want to use pins and clips, and this goes over top of this one. Any little trick that you have that you can do that helps you is fine. Okay, so this, I'm going to press these and I'll be back. Get it flipped here so I can see the direction. Okay, and I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to look at the book, make sure that I've got these going right before I start sewing them together. Now, I want to let you know that when we get into other blocks or more complicated blocks or blocks that take more time, we're not going to go through it as quickly either, because it takes a little longer with some of those, like when we're going to go and do the curved piecing and that.
Boy, oh boy, am I afraid of that one.
There really, if you know the trick, the couple of tricks, it's not hard. Now, will you make a mistake on once in a while? Yeah, you could, but it's not. And it's pretty, and it when you press it, it lays so nice and flat. Let me see. I gotta get my thread underneath the presser foot here, and now I'm just gonna sew this. That matched. Okay, I'm going to nest these. And get this. Let's see, do I have any diagonals? Yes, this is the diagonal. So I'll match that up. Put a pin in this seam. I can never get these pins picked up when they're laying on the bed of my sewing machine. Okay, so I put that there. I'm going to look, that's good. Okay, now some of you will have your seams pressed open. It goes much nicer. It wants to scoot sometimes, your seam, when you don't have them pressed open. So if it ends up looking odd, sometimes you might have to sew back over that one seam. Okay, I'll press it.
Sure, because it's
Get my pins picked up here. I would definitely, like, if you're doing your, it would be nice that you're, you do your first curved piece, you could do a practice or something just to, so you don't feel like, oh no, but it isn't bad at all. Okay, let me see. Forgot which order. There you go. Andrea says I'm going to do my quilt as you go. Cool. So I probably will start quilting my blocks that are done next week, and we'll be taking my viewers along. Oh, I'd love to see that. That is great, Andrea. I haven't done a quilt as you go, but I'd like to. And Andrea, I will catch up on your videos. Yeah, I like the way she's showing the blocks too. Okay, you do that, and I'm going to watch. So I have my 4 done. I could, Katy, you want me to put you on?
no.
Okay. Let me see. Hide a second, because I'm gonna.
You can in a minute when I get. I'm still behind, so.
Oh, you're fine. You can show some of your
I
blocks.
will never be able to keep up with you.
You will. It'll be the ones that take longer. So I think you guys can see pretty good, huh? These blocks. There's one.
Your blocks are pretty.
Thanks. I like the colors, how they're coming out. I like that. That 1930s kind of just reminded me of that Liberty fabric a little bit. And then you can tell that I've used, this is out of my stash and all that. But
Well, it is pretty.
thanks. And then I think this might be Tilda. I like Tilda. It's at least affordable.
They look good on the bigger laptop screen. I mean,
Yeah.
on the I'm sorry, the monitor. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because the other one is my,
Because I have the laptop hooked up to the monitor.
yep. So this is our blocks that we did today.
It looks good,
Thank you.
Cheri.
Thank you. Yeah. That quilt would take 10 years to finish. That's why I'm trying to, do a little bit of, that's why I'm ahead, Katy, is because I did some of my steps ahead that I didn't have to do, but I did. So I probably will do, a little prep work. The next one that we'll do is, I could have did one, but I won't do it. It's block 21, eccentric star. So, yeah, we'll be doing the eccentric star, the monkey wrench. Let's see, and forest paths. I like that one. I have to show you that picture. And let's see. The friendship variation. And then a home queen. It's almost like this one, but it's opposite. It's almost like, I'm sorry, this one. It's almost like this one.
Oh.
It has where the negative space, they have color, and where the color is, it's negative more. I'll show the blocks the next time that we're doing. This is one I can't read the page what it is, but we'll be doing that. This is the monkey wrench. Still into half square triangles. This this is one I thought was pretty too. It's called the something pattern, forest pattern or something. But that's where we'll take the pinwheels and we'll take our half square triangles and make them into pinwheels.
Pinwheels will be fun.
Yeah. And then we have the friendship star. I'm just showing you a few that's going. This is the one that reminds me of the one we did today. Reminds me of this one.
Yeah.
But it is a little bit. But I think that's pretty too with those fabrics. We're not doing all these. I'm just showing you. Now here's another one like this. That's the variation where what they did is they have the same block. They switched where they had their negative or their focal and their background fabrics. Otherwise, and this is, yeah, they switched it up. It just shows that you can take this and do a lot of different things with them. But you can tell we'll get into strip piecing a little bit. And then I think this one, after this one, which is block 27, we will be going into quarter square triangles. So I'll be doing it right along with you for sure with that. I may have to practice up. I haven't done quarter square for a while. Katy has. But anyway, let me see. Thanks, Jaja. Yeah, I think Andrea is going to do. She's going to record the quilt as you go. I want to see it. Oh, that's not a problem, Andrea. I didn't even notice when I watched your video.
I did. I noticed. Wait a minute. I don't think we did that block yet.
I guess I was my mind.
Since I watched, I think you posted it last night.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it was last night that I watched it.
Well, gave people a sneak peek of how to do it.
Yeah.
That's good because we're all working in the half square triangles yet. So you're forgiven. There's no
it's no big
no
deal.
problem. So yeah,
I thought I had misread your instructions on what the next blocks was when I saw that she had posted the video. I'm like, so I went back to look at your webpage because I thought maybe I missed something.
No. So anyhow,
I was awake at that time frame, Andrea.
any questions before we go? And I'm gonna have Katy show what she's got done, or else she will take pictures and post them on a community or whatever.
I'm still working on mine.
That's okay. A lot of people are. 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's when she posted. Yeah, that's when she posted her video. I was still awake.
Good. She is gonna record that Quilt As You Go, which I'm excited to see. I mean, I've watched different videos and it's like, okay, but then it leaves my brain. I think it's like I gotta take some morphine blocks or something and do some of that. So I'm gonna get off here. And Katy, do you want to show any the ones that you got done?
Sure.
Okay.
This is block 17.
Ooh, that is striking. That's navy blue, huh?
Huh?
That's navy blue, you said on the back?
Yeah, it's navy blue. It's not black.
No, I like it. That's pretty.
This is number 18.
Oh, that's cool. It looks so different, doesn't it? In the black and that I like it, but it gives a different look.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And this one is the number 20 because I got to go cut. I miscut part of number 19.
Very nice. I like the green popping in there with that blue. You're not hardly. You're right up where you should be.
No, I haven't finished mine.
No, but hey, we're a little early. Let me see if I can.
So when you get ready to do curves, if you do it too fast, I'm going to fall behind and it won't get done at all. I'm just telling you because I don't know how to do curves at all.
No, we'll take our time on that because I've done them and I did a whole New York Beauty quilt that had them, but I take my time because there's certain things that as you're learning, you need it not to go fast, be able to show it again.
It's not black, you guys. It's navy blue.
Yeah, it's navy blue.
It's a really dark navy blue. Let me see if I can get it up by the camera.
Can
you see the blue?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not black. The camera just can't decipher that it's blue.
Oh, I didn't show you guys these. Look at. Let me see. I'm trying to see. One turns. These earrings. Zaza made these.
Aw.
On her 3D printer.
That's very cool.
I know. I thought it was cute. I think she's in her last week here of being for the States. But I don't know if she'll be doing a live on Saturday or not, because I don't know if she still will be gone, coming back. And if
I
she
know
comes
she didn't
back
do
this,
one yesterday. I know she didn't do one yesterday. Only, and I didn't know it until I asked someone if she was going live, and they said she was still in the States.
yeah, she's it was going to be a couple of weeks, and I think with just getting back and jet lag and all that, it depends on what, if she comes home during the middle of the, not this week but next week, she'd probably be okay. She's gonna, yeah, it's that jet lag that gets you. So, but we'll let you know.
Do you guys like that I'm using a dark background on my, this is the first time I've done a quilt top with a dark background.
Jaja says she really likes the black, and they're saying it's pretty. Mom, Andrea's saying your dark background is so striking. Your quilt will be awesome. I think your cheeks in there with that dark background is just gonna pop.
The only thing I have to do is I got to make sure that when I'm doing these, that I need to be really mindful. Like, see, this is for the block that I haven't finished yet. And that red is, now the camera is making it look orange, but it's not orange. It's a deep, dark red. And if I took a black and white of it, I bet you we would see a black block.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I have to be careful about the darker shades that they don't bleed into this.
I see the darker.
It's definitely darker. So I have to be careful that anything that looks dark, because I can see that it's darker just looking at it, that it don't bleed into the dark navy. Otherwise, it might not look right.
No,
but I think this one will be fine. Yeah,
I think so too. With that one, is that one yours?
It's for the maple. Yeah, the maple leaf. Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be pretty.
Yeah, because I've seen maple leaves dark red like that.
Oh, that's going to be pretty.
You want, I can give you, I know this is generic, stupid information, but I don't think it's stupid. Did you know that when you see maple trees and other trees have bright red fall color, it's because they experienced shortages of water. When you see them yellows and oranges, they've had excessive amount of rain.
Wow.
There's something about the way the tree lets go of its sugars to send all the sugar to the roots, because that's why you have fall color. It depends on how much drought the tree experienced versus how much water it had. So I don't remember which year it was. I think it was either before I think it was right before the wildfires we had in the state of Florida and Georgia. That fall before, we hadn't had hardly any rain, and everything was scarlet red.
Wow.
Everywhere you look,
that had to be red. Beautiful, though.
It was. I've
like
never seen maple. Usually, when you see a maple tree, like a sugar maple or even a red maple, a lot of times they have more yellow fall color than they do red. But because we had no rain for months, when fall came, oh my God, it was just red everywhere.
Wow, that sounds beautiful. Well, guess I'll let you all go. Thank you for staying on with us, and sew your blocks this week that we worked on today. Prepare the next week, and we'll see you.
More triangles, more triangles, and
more triangles. Katy likes triangles.
Oh my God!
You'll end up being very good at this. That's what
I tell you what. I'll get sick of is the flying geese.
Hey, you can do flying geese with the. No, we'll learn how.
I am going to use paper for the flying geese as much as possible. I'm going to use paper.
Let's see how you can take two triangles. Y'all know that, and make flying geese.
There's that. I saw that. There's a flying geese right here.
Yeah, we have
two of them in that one.
Yep. I had to look again and see which one is it.
Yeah, it's the block number 18.
Okay.
It has two sets of flying geese. Wait. Yeah, it has 2 sets of flying geese. If you want to call it that.
It all ends up being. That goes to show the variety that you can do with your half square triangles. And that's what this is kind of showing you. It's showing you that the blocks look more complex, but you're doing the same thing. You're just putting them together differently to get a different effect.
Yeah.
And it's endless with half square triangles. Absolutely endless.
Jojo says, I'm excited for my papers to come. I bet you are. I'm waiting on flying geese paper to come too. I already got, I got the other day when I got my, I didn't show these to you, Cheri, but the other day I got a small fat quarter one, and these are the 2.5 inch. Let's see, what is this? These are for the 3-inch unfinished square and square.
Okay.
These are for unfinished 4-inch square and square. And these are 1 3/4 by 3-inch unfinished flying geese, which when they're trimmed down will be 1 1/4 by 2.5.
Okay, that's the size we need?
There's one of them in there. And then I also found a website to download a PDF file that has these are for a size we're going to use in a book, which these are 2-inch by 3.5.
Oh, okay.
Which is in the book that we're using.
Good.
So I printed a bunch of those off too.
Because me and Andrea says if you'd like to do the blocks without the papers and embrace the process, you would be amazed at yourself.
I have tried to do 4 at a time and 2 at a time. I can't.
I don't know.
I cannot afford to waste fabric for the sake of trying to do it. No. I've tried many times, and now I don't want to waste fabric because some of my stuff I'm running out of.
Yeah. So well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to let y'all go. John will be back. He's bringing food.
What's he bringing?
I don't know.
He didn't ask you?
No. He just kind of, I bet you he stops at the Subway place and I like the chicken wraps, the grilled chicken wraps.
I like their meatball subs.
Hot sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys all made us hungry talking about this food. So, okay. I'm going to let you go.
Bye, everyone. And thank you for coming and sharing the fun with us.
Yep. Enjoyed it. Let me see. I'll go ahead and end it and give it a second.